So this is going to be a difficult video for me to make. Um, I even debated on not making it at all, just, for personal reasons mostly. But it's gotten to the point where it's affecting the rest of the, videos I want to make. Like it's the it's the main thing on my mind lately. So I figured, may as well go ahead and make it, right? So uh, I am a workaholic. My father was a workaholic. My brothers are workaholics. I've, for the majority of my working life, I've worked jobs that have long hours. So, 10, 12, 14, 16-hour days. Or I've had multiple jobs at a time, 2 and 3 jobs at a time. Um, and working that much has kind of allowed me to, um, just not think about some other things. If you're working, you're focusing on what you're doing. Um, you don't have to think about other things as much, right? Um, well, this past year, 2024, uh, I sustained 2 injuries, um, two pretty serious injuries where I had to stop working. One in my back, one in my ankle, and not being able to just throw myself into work like I'm used to really, uh, really affected my mental health. It really, having to sit down and sit back and um, discover who you are and what kind of person you are, and you know what you want to do and everything like that outside of work. Um, it's it's really strange, especially because I may not be able to go back to the fields that I've spent the past decade in. Any like any of the heavy labor fields or anything where you got to stand for a long time, I may not be able to do those things. So I'm kind of looking at what else I can go into, and that's been a struggle as well, trying to decide whether I even want to go back to school or not. A big part of the mental anguish from last year was having to deal with workers' comp and not getting the care that I needed and still need, even with a lawyer. It's been incredibly difficult. These workers' comp companies and these companies in general really don't have your best interest in mind. I had to fight to even get workers' comp because my manager didn't want to report my injuries. So I had to go above his head pretty much to even get workers' comp started. Fight with them to be seen by the proper doctors. Or I had to fight to even get X-rays. I had to fight to get MRIs done, which I'm grateful to the practitioner that I worked with, um, because she really pushed for me to get the X-rays that I needed done on my back and especially my ankle. Not the X-rays, the MRIs, that I needed to get done on my back and my ankle. Um, yeah, had it not been for her like continually pushing each week, because I had to go see her every week, but continually pushing each week to get these things done, I might still not have any information as to what's going on, with my injuries. But even after the MRIs. It took several months to even see orthopedist for my injuries, and still several weeks after that to begin physical therapy. And I still haven't had the surgery that I need on my ankle. And I needed that surgery, a year ago. And they've just been kind of jerking me around about that. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but these are just, these are just some of the more difficult things coming to terms with. And I actually had to, I just went ahead and settled without getting the surgery under the workers' comp insurance, because, I just didn't know when or if they were finally going to, allow for the surgery. So the surgery is going to have to come out of my pocket. But I did go ahead and settle just so I wouldn't have to deal with all of that BS anymore. But it really broke me down. It really attacked my identity. Before this, I hadn't really had any major medical problems. So this whole system is new to me, and now, back injuries aren't really something that you just bounce back from. Um, especially with like bulging or deteriorating of your disc. Um, that stuff just doesn't get magically better. And of course, my ankle has gotten worse because it hasn't been properly addressed. Um, and these are just things that I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. And it's not so bad as to where I can't walk at all, but I can't walk without pain. And the ankle going unaddressed for so long has caused problems in um, my knee on my opposite leg and my hip on the same leg. So it's just kind of traveling upwards. The problems are just traveling upwards. I can't get them addressed in a timely manner. Um, then the problems are just going to keep escalating. What I do want to do is lose some weight before I have my surgery, because I know I'm not gonna be able to be on my feet at all for a significant amount of time after my ankle surgery. Um, so I do want to lose weight because I know it's going to be more difficult after I get the surgery. Uh, because I put on a lot of weight. I put on like 30, 35 pounds in the span of like 6 months. Just because I couldn't walk and move how I usually do. So I was just kind of sedentary a lot, and really just letting the depression get to me. Um, just letting everything weigh on me. But I am on a what's the journey? I am on a journey to, I guess, kind of take my life back. And that sounds weird to say, but that's the only way that I can express it or explain it. I appreciate y'all for, if you stuck around this far, I appreciate y'all for sticking around and listening. I know most people follow me for my Jeep content, or they follow me for my gaming content, especially Marvel Rivals. So most of y'all probably haven't made it this far. I know this is a longer, more ranty video, and you're not used to seeing my beautiful face. Um, yeah, I appreciate y'all for listening. And I know this is kind of weird and it's awkward for me. I'm not used to just so much of this. I'm not on camera a lot. I don't. So this is, but I do appreciate y'all. If you feel like um something at work is um not right, or maybe a little bit too strenuous for you, don't do it. Don't do it. And if you receive retaliation for not doing the thing, contact OSHA, because then people really, then people don't care about you, and people don't care about you at all. So do the things that are best for you and your health. All it takes is one time, one mistake, one oversight, and you could be doing everything correctly. You can be doing everything um, that your handbook says you should be doing or whatever, and you can still get injured. So just be careful and be mindful. Um, all right, I think that's all I got. Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.